years old. Let's go to Deborah Farrick. She's working the story for us. What are we picking up?
Well, here's what we can tell you.
Since then, he has only re-emerged through state media photos that could not be positively identified. The announcement of Kim's...
We have the dollar, Japan has the yen, and the internet, it has the Bitcoin.
Yeah, this online currency office.
You Jake Sully?
I was always absorbed in a book, science fiction book, which took my mind to other worlds.
Global unveiling of Avatar. It's been a 4.5-year journey.
Jim Cameron's world is going to be it's going to be quite monumental, and that's an understatement.
Oh no, it's a beautiful, beautiful love story, and it's an emotional journey.
Well, it was, look, how long was Jim on it? Jim was on it for 3-4 years, but he conceived the idea, 10 or 15 years ago. So he had to wait for technology to catch up to him.
And in the course of this adventure, he falls in love with another culture, in love with this beautiful warrior princess.
Her name is Neytiri Tiskaha Mo'aite, and which means Neytiri, daughter of Moat.
Well, unless you've been living on an exo-moon somewhere, then you know James Cameron's new big blockbuster opus is out, and if you're...
Journey to Pandora, you would start. Welcome to Avatar.
In 2009, the world changed forever, because on December 18th of that year, everyone inexplicably thought that James Cameron's Avatar was the greatest film of all time. Hi, Blake T. Wild here. You may also know me as Smokey's Videos. And today, as you can tell, I am discussing Avatar, the first one, from 2009. I still haven't seen the second one. I've barely seen the first one. Because when I got this movie on DVD, the year or two after it came out as a gift, it must have been either birthday or Christmas or some other gift-giving holiday in 2010, I guess. I got it, I popped it in the DVD player, sat down in the living room, gave it a watch, fell asleep, like halfway through the movie maybe, and never watched it again until 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, when I recorded this video in December of 2022 on my old computer, and it got corrupted completely, and here we are now, beginning of 2024, and I am doing it all over again. I brought out my fake ears, my wig, my Avatar shirt, and I even have some giant blue bottle of alcohol, which I shall call Nave Sake. It's both racist and speciesist. And of course I'm joined by Neytiri, Tonowari, and Jake Sully's Banshee. What am I doing? I am reviewing Avatar. But I'm not just doing that, I'm getting drunk while I'm doing it. And if you want to watch the entire almost 3 hours worth of footage of me recording myself watching Avatar, slowly getting more and more intoxicated as the film goes on, check out my Patreon. I have the whole link there in video form of the commentary and the audio form of the commentary if you just want to listen along. And if you do plan on playing along, please play along safely, drink responsibly, that's what people say. Don't drink if you're under the age of whatever drinking age you are in. Most of my viewers are in America, so 21. Or if you're in Pandora, ooh, what's the drinking age there? Probably, I don't know, how do Na'vi work? Are they like dog ears? Let's get right into this. But before I do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more dumb video movie content like this. And if you really like comic books, I mostly do that. And here, of course, are the drinking rules if you're following along at home. Take a shot every time someone says Pandora or Jake. Anyone goes into a link pod. The Na'vi language is spoken, there's a video message, a new creature is encountered, a ship is destroyed, or there is an explosion. Take 2 shots when someone mentions unobtainium. Take 3 shots when Jake enters his new body, and when Jake captures the rarest flying creature. So that last one's definitely a one-time thing. I hate this so much because I'm gonna have to drink 3 times in like 5 minutes.
You will have one chance.
Because he is about to capture the rarest flying creature.
He will try to kill you.
Oh man, I'm gonna sleep all tonight. Because I have drank a lot. I wish I got a bottle this size to fill my water with. I've just always preferred ants to Bugs Life. I don't know why I'm talking about this during fucking, whatever this movie's called. Hey, here's where I was supposed to take those 3 drinks when Jake captures the rarest flying creature, which is that red one.
So that last one's definitely a one-time thing.
In the year 2154, Jake Sully is enlisted by a corporate military organization to take part in off-Earth operations to secure valuable natural resources, such as the pinball, which allows Jake Sully to become the Avatar. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm accidentally reading the synopsis of the Avatar pinball game. The operation in which Jake Sully is thrust into in this film involves these neat little abominations called avatars, which are genetically formed human Na'vi hybrids, which allows its genetic donator to link into and take over. He's so big! He's so big and blue! I forgot how big they are. Who the fuck is braiding their hair? Okay, that's something I want to know. Why is their hair naturally braided? Or, like, do they have... Is it that creepy guy who's attracted to these things that goes through and fucking braids it for him? Oh, there's Jake. Oh, that was 4 Jakes? 5 Jakes? 6? Shit! They keep saying his name! Just call him Mr. Sully, please! Oh god, they keep saying Jake! Oh god, stop, please! Please stop saying Jake!
Come on, they're gonna put you out.
That was about... Oh god, it's another 5! Oh my god, his big blue ass! His fucking ass hanging out! I like that Grace is like someone who went to Jamaica for vacation for 3 weeks and got her hair braided whenever she's an avatar. The conflict obviously derives from the militaristic group, the RDA's presence on the planet, and their conquest for resources against the native tribes of the Na'vi, such as the 4-ball, multi-ball reward, and jackpot. Nope, that's the pinball game again. What is there to say about Avatar that hasn't been said in the past 15 years since its release? It was a groundbreaking film in terms of VFX and CGI, which made major steps for image-based facial capture, and more or less has become the standard for films afterward. It's a stunning-looking film, and for the most part, it has a lot of interesting visuals, from alien culture to flora, fauna. A lot of work went into world-building Avatar. But that's where my appreciation of this film ends. The actual story is as dull and drab as the papyrus typeface that they used for the posters, merchandise, and subtitles. Oh, there's that. That's a new creature. That's a 6-legged horse that has a head like a seahorse. Wow, how inventive is it? That's a lot of people speaking Na'vi. Let's take a whole chug of this drink. If you got anything left, just fucking down it. Okay, yeah, we're not taking a sip for every fucking Na'vi on this planet.
Father is deciding whether to kill you.
That's not good.
Father.
Hello, sir. He actually did it. Watching the behind-the-scenes featurettes of Avatar made it clear that James Cameron wanted to become the 21st century J.R.R. Tolkien. He was just so focused on forming and manifesting this entirely new world and all the facets that came with it, that the story just feels like a 2.5-hour-long National Geographic documentary. Before James Cameron eventually realizes that, oh shit, he has 30 minutes left, better resolve this story. Alright, yeah, and then we get the fucking big climax. Who gives a shit? Not this guy who has 2 thumbs and doesn't care about the climax of Avatar. This guy! Giovanni Ribisi just wants to build Disney World Part 2. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. Holy fuck me. Does he have a gun? What's interesting is that during this last, what am I in, half hour of the film, there's not that much drinking going on. Yeah, hiss at him a little bit. That'll get him to leave. Oh my god, and down goes Colonel Quaritch. Obviously, there are the clear messages of conservation, environmentalism, anti-capitalism, anti-corporations.
There are all kinds of things in the world of Avatar. There's one in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
Take your card to mcdonalds.com/avatar and prepare to be thrilled.
Pandora, the world of Avatar. Only at the Walt Disney World Resort.
Hey, Blake T. Weld here from the slight future after I'm far more sober than I was during the making of this video. This has nothing to do with what was just shown on the video, but I just found this when I was looking for old clips from pre-2010 regarding Avatar. Remember when YouTube was just full of these types of videos? Wasn't that a weird time? Also, I found this promotional website from the Avatar film on the Wayback Machine, and it's like supposed to be in-universe, I guess, because it talks about the RDA, and it's like really sponsored by Coca-Cola Zero for some reason. Good to see that that's still occurring 100 years in the future. But the weird thing about this is that the earliest date available on the Wayback Machine is January 16th, which is my birthday. What sort of coincidence is this that while I'm making this Avatar movie video, a day before my birthday in 2024, I go and find this old website from 14 years ago, and its earliest entry is from my birthday of that year. What is happening? Did James Cameron know? My ear fell off. But Avatar just speaks these messages in such an empty and half-hearted way. My ear's about to fall off. And it's just depressing. The ending is so dreary that the events leading up to it just feel pointless. Sure, you can say that that's realistic, that the ethereal ancient tree being completely destroyed by humanity is a poignant metaphor for what is happening to Earth. Oh, Michelle Rodriguez, no! Take a sip. Good God, an explosion and a ship just got destroyed. That's 2 sips. I've almost finished this 1.5 bottle at Blue Hawaiian. He just popped a grenade in slow motion? Is that what that was? Oh my god, that is... This is the 9/11 of Pandora! Someone's gonna run up to the chief of this tribe and be like, a second missile has hit the tree of life. Oh, this is so depressing. Cause like, they failed. Like, at this, oh my god, they got crushed. They got crushed like beef jerky is for some reason the first thing that popped into my mind. This is wretchedly depressing. This fucking ear. The other one's perfectly fine. Put it on backwards. There we go, now I'm an Avatar. At what cost do the Na'vi featured in this film truly win? Their sacred ancestral trees destroyed, dozens if not hundreds of their fellow Pandorans have been murdered. They've repelled the threat of humanity from at least the nearby area. But if there's one thing we know about humanity, it's that they can easily reap any planet they put their minds to because we already saw what they did to Earth. So what is James Cameron actually trying to say here? That humanity is a blight and killing our only hope of survival? Is it a commentary on scenarios of colonialism and capitalism, reminiscent of what happened to Hawaii? Did he think it through any further than a cliched pseudo-class struggle between the native population of forest-dwelling elf-like people and a rich warmongering colonization attempt? Whatever it may be, I don't feel like it worked. I know it didn't work because I remember when Avatar came out, and I remember the past 15 years. Anyone and everyone who saw it discussed the exact same things. The 3D, the blue cat people looking weird and kinda sexy, the big guns on giant war robots, and the action scenes. It's a movie filled with such amazing alien life, but its message falls completely lifeless. It's a new creature is what it is, baby. Take a sip, motherfucker. Oh my god! That seems evolutionarily problematic. It just spins him around. The characters equally so. Sam Worthington as Jake Sully does a great job working the role, but nothing could really save it from an otherwise mediocre storyline that he's featured in. You're part of the people. Congratulations, Jake. You did it, baby. You did it, my boy. You fucked the king's daughter. You fucking joined the blue cat people. Sigourney Weaver's there looking proud of you. It's everything I could ever dream for. But at least James Cameron was self-aware enough to not make the sole reason that Jake wants to stay and help the Na'vi to be that he can finally use his legs. Instead, it's a redemption of a broken and downtrodden military vet. He, unlike his twin brother, Jake never left Earth for a grander cause in life. He was just stuck there on an uncaring, emotionless, violent, hateful world full of neon fluorescence and smoke-filled skies. He's gifted a new start on a whole new world and promised that he can make a difference by a gang of military higher-ups looking to save themselves by preying on the weak. And for that, they need really whoever they can get. Just look at the masquerade of miscreants and weirdos that we see arrive on Pandora. So, finally, when Jake realizes what the RDA, the Resource Development Administration's true goals are, he himself realizes that he finally has a cause to actually give his life to. He was never able to continue to serve whatever military group, the branch that he was in, like his brother did, because he lost the use of his legs. And now he finally has what he feels to be an actual purpose to help and save people. We gotta get Epcot set up by next September, or else Disney's on my ass. That is right where they gotta put Space Mountain.
You got 3 months.
Look, man, Bob Iger's brain is breathing down my neck. You gotta get these Na'vi to move.
Run through them again.
We gotta put Avengers Campus 2 right here, man.
Pull the trigger.
Let's pull the trigger. Let's get this Dole Whip stand set up. Neytiri is the other protagonist. R and Jake's way of understanding the inner workings of Pandora, specifically the general location, forest, mountainy area that takes place featured in the first film. She's a strong, confident, capable Na'vi woman who is smitten with a man who can do literally anything. And according to James Cameron's Avatar fan wiki, she's 18 when she first meets the 28-year-old Jake Sully. Jake Sully, more like Jake Steely from the Cradle. The fuck was that? Oh, it's her! Why is she making that noise?
You're like a baby.
Yeah, you already fucking said that. Does Jake have a mommy fetish? Does James Cameron? James Cameron have a mommy fetish?
No.
Neytiri, she's only 18. Oh my goodness, she's a little... she's an 18-year-old. 28-year-old mature Na'vi man gets with 18-year-old virgin Na'vi Neytiri. Neytiri here is such a footnote in this film. We don't spend any time with her that doesn't somehow, in some way, involve Jake, so we don't know much about her. There's no description on the toy box. She has no real motivation aside from a basic love plot and the fact that she just doesn't want her home to be bulldozed. Not exactly a Bechdel test winner. And when it comes to colorful alien love interests played by Zoe Saldana, Neytiri definitely is at the bottom of the rank. The villain of this film is Colonel Quaritch, who, you guessed it, is single-mindedly aggressive and diametrically opposed to any form of empathy.
He was something of a bad guy. Is it as simple as saying he is all bad, your character?
It's, I mean, you could say that if you wanted to, but you'd be wrong. I think that he has so many astoundingly positive qualities. He's got grit, he's got determination, he's a natural-born leader, and he's a fierce warrior. He just somehow these qualities have become tortured and somehow twisted, I think. So there's to me at least, there's a tragic element to the character of Quaritch.
It's good work, people. First round's on me tonight. Let's boogie.
Let's boogie! What a motherfucker. Oh my god, this is so ridiculously wretched and just depressing. And then they just leave! Other than that, JP from Grandma's Boy is in this as whatever you would call a Na'vi version of a weeaboo. He is so pissed off that he is not the chosen one. A Navaboo? I don't know. And Sigourney Weaver plays yet another scantily written female character whose sole purpose is to guide Jake as he becomes the savior. Really, at this point, just go read Dune. Overall, James Cameron's Avatar is just... it's not a good film. Like, there's a part of my brain that is looking at this like it's real events that are taking place. Oh my god. I would say it's not even an average film. It's been obvious since it released that the public's interest and excitement came solely from James Cameron's name being attached and the pretty pictures to look at. And why wouldn't it be? He created Avatar. Fuck. Why wouldn't that excite people? He created the Terminator, Terminator 2, he did Aliens, a little film called Titanic. And why wouldn't people be excited for the next biggest release from director, artist, writer, creator of everything, James Cameron? I really do think that the best way to experience the Avatar films is to be as drunk as I am right now. Jake Sully, I love you, man. I love you, Jake Sully. You're a hero. I'm not just saying that because I've drank this much. I love you, Jake. You're the best protagonist in any film that has ever existed. Jake Sully, is his eyes gonna pop open? Come on, right now, yeah! We did it! We completed Avatar! Why is the end titles green on this? Written and directed by James Cameron. Good job, James Cameron. God bless you! But no matter how many hours of planning and effort went into the designs, the language, the effects, the planning of 4 sequels, Avatar will always remain as the world's most expensive passion project.
You tell us about Avatar 2. I know there's the fanboys out there dying to know.
Yeah.
Is it on Pandora? Is it a different place?
It's on Pandora. Well, I'm really writing the second and third films together.
Okay.
So it completes a kind of 3-film story arc. And we will see the oceans of Pandora, which we haven't seen at all. And that's an ecosystem that I'm dying to start designing because it's going to look spectacular. And there will be other planets as well besides Pandora. So it'll be a cornucopia.